Welcome to the southern steps of Temple Mount, one of the most exciting archaeological sites in Jerusalem and one of only two places in Israel where we can say with confidence that Jesus stepped upon these very stones. Named the Ophel in the Hebrew language, meaning to ascend and to go up, this was the point of entrance to the temple courts. With the original city of David laying to the south, King Solomon expanded his father's capital and built a temple on top of Mount Moriah. The wall is the southern wall of the temple complex, and the broad steps in front of you lead up to the massive Huldah gate. Herod the Great expanded the temple complex and created 4 separate entrances for the different classes of visitors. One for the royal family, a second for Gentiles, a third gate for Levites and priests, and a 4th entrance for the common people of Israel, which is this southern gate. Thousands of pilgrims ascended these steps daily to bring their offerings and sacrifices. During the high holidays, hundreds of thousands crowded these steps, and just below them archaeologists unearthed nearly 50 ritual baptismal baths where Jewish pilgrims purified themselves just before ascending the steps. The steps themselves, as you notice, are uneven and irregular, which is the way they were originally designed and built. The uneven and asymmetrical surface was created in purpose to ensure that no one walked into God's temple with an apathetic or complacent attitude. The pilgrims had to watch their step and walk up carefully, being led by the attending Levites who would stop them every 3rd step to recite the Psalms of Ascents with music and the sounds of blowing trumpets. It was an awesome protocol aiming to prepare the hearts of the pilgrims to meet the living God. Called the Speaking Steps, this place was also popular for traveling teachers and rabbis, including Jesus, when they addressed the crowds. Some Bible scholars believe that this is the very location of the first apostolic message recorded in the book of Acts, chapter 2. Following a very fiery short message, Peter said to the people, "Let the whole house of Israel know for sure that God has made this Jesus, whom you crucified, both Lord and Messiah." And when they heard this, they were cut to the heart and asked, "What should we do?" Right here, thousands of Jewish listeners were convicted on the spot and asked for instruction. And Peter answered them, saying, "Repent and be baptized." With 50 ritual baths nearby, the very first harvest of souls came into God's kingdom, and the move of God that would reach the entire world was born right here on these ancient steps. When the first man who walked on the surface of the moon, Neil Armstrong, visited Israel some years ago, he asked his guide, "Please, take me to the place where my Lord walked." His guide, one of Israel's leading archaeologists, brought him to these very southern steps. Neil Armstrong kneeled down and was recorded saying, "I am more excited to step upon these steps in Jerusalem than to have stepped upon the surface of the moon." Today, it is your turn to connect with this great truth. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch the full version of this video or learn more about the site, click below.